Welcome back. These skeletons may look unfriendly, but they sure know how to boogie. I love that sequence, by the way. It is just fun. Nearly as weird as the Bone Song from Monkey Island 2. For some reason, dancing skeletons seems to be a common occurrence in adventure games. However, it did have a very important effect. He lost his key. It's on the floor now.
A key made of bone has fallen from the skeleton's keyring and now lies on the ground. Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
I wonder... In keeping with Alexander's overly polite character, can we try to give the key back?
Alexander could return the bony key, but he might find it useful. Besides, the skeleton has plenty more bones where that came from.
I suppose. Time to head into the underworld. So, let's hope he will accept this ticket, even though it isn't technically ours. Hopefully they're not named or anything.
I have a ticket. Go on. Next.
Well, this proves that traveling to the land of the dead actually is less hassle than a typical airport. Now this is just getting weirder, isn't it? I think this may even beat Mordek's castle in terms of sheer creepiness.
Alexander is standing inside the underworld. Organic walls form an oppressive passageway from which a spiraling path emerges and descends into the darkness. Far below, the surface of a black, glassy river eerily reflects the glow of flickering torches.
A river? In the underworld? Could it be?
An ebony mass of liquid flows below the path. It must be the river Styx.
It is the river Styx. Convenient. We didn't we need some river Styx water? But the river seems to be a bit out of reach here. Let's see if we can get closer to it.
Alexander slips off the path and plunges into the river Styx.
Oops.
As soon as the water touches his skin, Alexander's mind and body go numb. He sinks like a lifeless stone.
Hey, they must think, wasn't he just here?
Next.
Hey, what a fix. Bathing in the river Styx.
Yeah. Not sure how to respond to that one. Anyway, fortunately, the realm of the dead comes complete with convenient torches.
Extending from the walls are outgrowths spouting flickering flames. The eerie torches dimly light the passages of the underworld.
No underworld would be complete without them. Also, there is a strange figure here on the path. Looks like a dead knight or something. Well, he looks rather solid, indicating that he may have been less dead when he first came here. Ah!
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path.
Apparently. He's not looking too well.
A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of.
It may well be, which also means that he might hold the secret to challenging death, or the Lord of the Dead.
The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon. It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor.
It's kind of impressive that that ribbon is still there, considering the rest of him is so thoroughly decayed.
The ribbon is so old it would crumble at Alexander's touch.
I guess.
Alexander has no need for the old armor. He decides to leave the knight's remains as undisturbed as possible.
That's no fun. He does have a very interesting looking gauntlet.
The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says.
Let's see if we can take a closer look.
Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
Indeed it does. I guess we can challenge death by throwing down the gauntlet. Makes sense. First we have to find the Lord of the Dead, however. Where are you going?
Alexander slips off the path and plunges into the river Styx.
That's not fair. I very obviously did not click there.
Apparently, a knight's
Let's get the gauntlet again.
Alexander flesh. Zow.
Let's be a bit more careful this time. Seems that we have reached the river Styx. And who else could we find here but Charon? Wait, didn't we meet him before in King's Quest 2? Maybe that was his cousin.
The river Styx is an ebony mass of liquid, resembling black tar or melted black glass. Despite its incredible stillness, the river seems to have a life of its own.
Well, we already know what happens when you fall in it, so we have to get Charon to ferry us across. But before we do so, we are a lot closer to it now, so let's get that river Styx water we need for the magic paint spell. How exactly the writer of that spellbook expected people normally to get this particular ingredient, I don't know, but fortunately for us, we can now get it.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
How exactly you carry around a teacup filled with swamp ooze and river Styx water without spilling anything, I really don't know. Okay, will you ferry us? No?
Charon stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead. Alexander can't quite make out what's under Charon's cowl, and he's not sure he would want to.
I am sure I wouldn't want to.
The spirits of the newly deceased make their final journey into the depths of the underworld. Charon's boat is an unearthly vessel. It bears a huge skeletal prow for slicing through the river Styx.
Yeah, I've definitely seen cheerier boats. But it seems Charon wants payment, much like the ferryman in King's Quest 2. And this time there's no fooling him with cloaks and rings. We have to give him payment. And the only thing we have that would fit the bill are these two old coins from the catacombs of the Winged Ones, or the Ancient Ones, actually. Let's hope Charon will accept them.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
There we go. Into wherever it is he's taking us. The other side of the river. Further into the realm of the dead. Well, it's definitely not getting any less creepy.
The eerie river Styx flows under and around the path to the gate. A tortured path has grown up from the depths of the river Styx. The path leads to a heavy wooden gate. The large wooden gate at the end of the path is closed.
And this is a bit strange, actually. Because if you just walk to the gate, it doesn't really end well.
Alexander walks too close to the menacing gate.
Oops.
Tickets.
Why did we go back outside?
Next.
It must have been love at first bite.
It must have been. Sort of a hint in there. It's one of a few instances where we have something that kills you without any kind of warning beforehand. And strangely, if you use the hand icon on the door, it won't kill you, at least not immediately.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
You know, if it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not. Well, we'll see what this gate wants in the next video.